Chief Advisor Professor Mohammad Yunus today inaugurated Nagorik Sheba Bangladesh, a one-stop platform to ensure all government services at doorsteps of common citizens. Most of the political parties have agreed to create independent investigation commission to probe against officers involved with July uprising genocide, repression, vote rigging and corruption, says Dr. Ali Riaz. Bangladeshi people are enjoying highest religious freedom, the government taking stern steps to resist torture against religious minorities, says Mahfouz Alam. Chief Advisor Professor Mohammad Yunus leaves home for Japan on 28th May on a 4-day visit to participate in Nikkei Forum Conference in Tokyo. 7 MOUs would be signed. Government and Army working amicably, there is no difference of opinion, says Army Headquarters briefing. Notice in newspapers asking fascist Sheikh Hasina to attend International Crime Tribunal in person on June the 3rd. Hearing of states leave to appeal prayer against release of all accused in August 21st grenade attack tomorrow. At least 30 Palestinians, including children, killed in Israeli bombing. Spain urges sanctions against Israel. And Bangladesh Football Federation has taken steps to ensure Bangladesh-Singapore match tickets for authentic football enthusiasts only. Assalamu alaikum. This is News at 10. I'm Mahmoud Rahman. Those were the headlines. Let's move on now to the details. Nagorik Sheba Bangladesh has started its journey online with the slogan All Citizen Services at One Address, with the aim of delivering various government services to the doorsteps of the people. Chief Advisor Professor Mohammad Yunus inaugurated the pilot project of this program at the State Guest House, Jamuna, today. Trained citizen service entrepreneurs will provide these services to the people from citizen service centres. Under the pilot project, citizen service centres have been set up in Gulshan, Uttara and Nilkhet areas of the capital. Of these, the centres in Gulshan and Uttara have already started operations, and the Nilkhet centre will also start operations immediately. Inaugurating this service, the Chief Advisor said that this initiative will play a groundbreaking role in reducing the syndicate of brokers, preventing various types of harassment and ensuring hassle-free citizen services. He said that positive competition must be created between ministries in providing services. Referring to various civic services, Professor Yunus said that such a system must be put in place so that children receive a birth registration certificate as soon as they are born. This should be their civic recognition.
আমরা যে যাত্রা শুরু করলাম এটা সবার কাছে আমরা পৌঁছে দিতে পারবো, এটা একটা ঢেউ শুরু হবে যাতে করে সার্ভিসগুলো নিশ্চিত মনে এবং সঠিকভাবে সেই সার্ভিসগুলো পায়, কোনো রকমের উৎপাতের মধ্যে দিয়ে তাকে হয়রানির মধ্যে দিয়ে যেতে না হয়। আমরা চাচ্ছি যে এটা একটা কাঠামোগত রূপ দিই তার, যাতে করে এর মাধ্যমে এবং সবাইকে মূল বিষয়টা হবে যে মেসেজটা আমরা দেবো, আপনি ঘরে বসে নিজের জায়গায় করবেন, আপনার কিছু অসুবিধা হলে ওই কেন্দ্রে আসেন, আর কেন্দ্রে আসে ওই সাহায্য নেন, তবে পরবর্তীতে আপনি নিজেই করতে পারবেন। আপনি না পারলে আপনার ছেলে মেয়ে পারবে, যারা তরুণ তরুণী আছে তারা শিখে যাবে, 2-1 মধ্যে শিখে হবে, তাহলে একটা অসুবিধা হবে। সেটাই ছিল আমাদের সুযোগ।
Special Assistant to the Chief Advisor on ICT Affairs, Faiz Ahmed Tayyab, said that the implementation of this project on a zero budget has proven that it is possible to move forward using the country's existing resources. Among others, Election Commission Secretary Akhtar Ahmed, Land Ministry Secretary ASM Saleh Ahmed, Information and Communication Technology Division Secretary Sheesh Haidar Chaudhry, Local Government Division Secretary Mohammad Rizaul Maqsood Zahidi, Inspector General of Police Baharul Alam, Director General of the Immigration and Passport Department, Major General Mohammad Nurul Anwar, and Director General of the National Identity Card Division, ASM Humayun Kabir, were present. Most of the political parties have agreed to create independent investigation commission to probe against officers involved with July uprising genocide, repression, vote rigging and corruption. This was shared by Vice Chairman of National Consensus Commission, NCC, Dr. Ali Riaz, while he was briefing journalists on progress of NCC's work at সংসদ Bhavan in the capital today. Dr. Ali Riaz said NCC has concluded primary round discussion with 33 political parties. He said all parties, in principle, have agreed on NCC's recommendations relating to Anti-Corruption Commission. The NCC Vice Chairman said the political parties have agreed on major recommendations relating to judicial reform. Dr. Ali Riaz expressed hope that creation of a national charter is possible within July after second round of talks with all political parties. The Consensus Commission to begin second round of discussions with political parties in the first week of June on reform initiatives. Chief Advisor Professor Muhammad Yunus will inaugurate the dialogue. The first round of discussions between the Consensus Commission and political parties concluded on May the 19th. This decision was made during a meeting of the Consensus Commission held at the State Guest House, Jamuna, today. Chief Advisor Professor Muhammad Yunus presided over the meeting. During the meeting, other members of the Commission updated the Chief Advisor on the latest progress in the discussion with political parties. The Chief Advisor emphasized the need to increase public awareness by involving political parties, civil society and grassroots organizations in the reform process and election-related matters. Chairman of the U.S. Commission on International Religious Freedom, USCIRF, Stephen Schneck, called on Chief Advisor Professor Muhammad Yunus at State Guest House, Jamuna, in Dhaka today. Their discussions encompass the state of religious freedom in Bangladesh, the July 2024 uprising, the interim government's reform agenda, proposed constitutional amendments and the ongoing Rohingya crisis. Chief Advisor Professor Muhammad Yunus underscored the significant role of religion in Bangladesh and reaffirmed the government's dedication to ensuring religious harmony in the country of 171 million people. Addressing allegations of violence against minorities, Professor Yunus emphasized the interim government's commitment to transparency by inviting journalists worldwide to visit Bangladesh and assess the situation firsthand. He expressed concern over orchestrated disinformation campaigns aimed at discrediting the July uprising and undermining minority rights in the subsequent months. The Chief Advisor highlighted massive efforts from external sources, including media, from the South Asia region to portray the uprising as an Islamist extremist movement. Schneck inquired about the activities of the reform commissions and the proposed constitutional changes following the uprising. Yunus stated that any constitutional amendments would uphold religious freedom and minority rights in Bangladesh. Professor Yunus sought support from the USCIRF to highlight the plight of the Rohingya people and their prolonged persecution in Myanmar's Rakhine state. Information and Broadcasting Advisor Muhammad Mahfuz Alam has said that the people of Bangladesh enjoy the highest religious freedom. He said this while meeting with a delegation from the United States Commission on International Religious Freedom in Dhaka today. Highlighting the historical context of the long-standing coexistence of the Muslim and Hindu communities in this region, the Information and Broadcasting Advisor stated that currently in Bangladesh, no citizen is discriminated against on religious grounds. People of all religions enjoy equal rights. The advisor noted that the government is providing comprehensive support for the celebration of religious festivals of other various communities. He mentioned that no incidents of minority persecution have occurred in the country in recent months, stating that the government is in a strong position to prevent minority persecution. The advisor said a section of society is constantly spreading misinformation that incidents of minority persecution are happening in Bangladesh. Everyone must be vocal against those misinformation. He seeks cooperation of people from all walks of life in the state reorganization process. During the meeting, Chairman of the United States Commission on International Religious Freedom, Stephen Schneck, Chargé d'Affaires of the U.S. Embassy in Dhaka, Megan Bolden, Political Economic Counselor of the Embassy, Eric Gillen, and Senior Policy Analyst of the Commission on International Religious Freedom, Seema Hassan, were present. Bangladesh will seek $1 billion soft loan from Japan during the upcoming official visit of Chief Advisor Professor Dr. Mohammad Yunus to Tokyo, scheduled for May the 28th to 31st. The main focus of this visit is budgetary support, said Acting Foreign Secretary Mohammad Ruhul Alam Siddiq while addressing a curtain-raiser press briefing at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs this afternoon. Chief Advisor Professor Mohammad Yunus is expected to depart Dhaka on May the 28th for the 4-day visit, during which he will hold bilateral talks with Japanese Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba on May the 30th, aimed at deepening cooperation across a wide range of strategic areas. The formal announcement of the soft loan is expected following the bilateral talks, after which an exchange of notes will be signed, Siddiq said. Tokyo will accord a red carpet welcome to the Chief Advisor upon his arrival, including a guard of honor, he said. The Acting Foreign Secretary said the visit will prioritize the enhancement of bilateral relations with special focus on economic and strategic collaboration. A total of 7 Memorandums of Understanding, MOUs, are expected to be signed during the visit, covering energy cooperation, human resource development, manpower export, and the establishment of special economic zones. For Professor Yunus will also participate in the Nikkei 30th Future of Asia conference to be held in Tokyo on May the 29th to 30th, where he will deliver a keynote speech in a plenary session. He was invited to the forum by Japanese Parliamentary Vice Minister for Foreign Affairs, Ikuina Akiko, earlier this year. The Chief Advisor is also a recipient of the prestigious Nikkei Asia Prize awarded in 2004. Highlighting the broader significance of the visit, Siddiq said discussions will include a wide range of bilateral and multilateral issues, including trade and investment, political and economic cooperation, security, regional and global developments, and the issue of forcibly displaced Rohingyas from Myanmar. Bangladesh government and army are working together amicably. There is no difference of opinion between government and army. In future, army will work with government more smoothly. A press briefing of Army headquarters shared this statement. Director of Military Operations, Brigadier General Mohammad Nazimud-Dowla, briefed journalists at Dhaka Cantonment Officers Mess A. Colonel Staff of the Directorate of Military Operations, DMO, Colonel Mohammad Shafiqul Islam, also took part in the session. Colonel Mohammad Shafiqul Islam said, alongside working for law and order, Army has treated 4,596 injured of July uprising movement in different combined military hospitals. Of them, 36 are still under treatment. The Army will launch a special campaign before Eid al-Adha and 2 weeks after the Eid to ensure security and management of sacrificial animal market. He said in future, Army will take stern action against mob violence and programs which create public sufferings. The International Crimes Tribunal today published notice in 2 national dailies asking ousted Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina and banned Bangladesh Chhatra League leader Shakil Akand Bulbul to appear before it on June the 3rd. The notices were published in Daily Jugantor and Daily New Age today, summoning the former Premier and Bulbul to give explanations over a contempt of court application brought against them by the prosecution of the tribunal. Following the application, the ICT1 had issued a contempt of court notice against accused Sheikh Hasina and Shakil Akand Bulbul. The two were supposed to appear before the tribunal on May the 25th, but they failed to do so. The High Court today summarily rejected a writ petition filed earlier challenging the legality of several recommendations made by the Women's Affairs Reform Commission in its report. A High Court division bench comprising Justice Fatima Najib and Justice Shikdar Mahmood Razi passed the order rejecting the plea with some observations. Terming the writ petition premature, The court, in its observation, said no recommendations made by the Commission have been implemented yet. The government, too, has not taken any decision. If the government implements the recommendations, the petitioner can come to the court if he wants, the court said. Earlier, on May the 4th, Supreme Court lawyer Roshan Ali filed the writ, saying a couple of recommendations made by the Commission are contrary to the Constitution, values of the country's religious people, and Sharia. The petitioner moved the plea before the court himself, while Additional Attorney General Barrister Onik Rushdhak argued for the state. The three relevant ministries and the chief of the Women's Affairs Reform Commission were made respondents in the writ. The hearing on the state's leave to appeal against the verdict acquitting all the accused in the 21st August grenade attack case is scheduled for tomorrow. A five-member High Court bench led by Justice Ashfaqul Islam fixed the date this morning. Earlier, on 1st of December, the High Court acquitted BNP's acting chairman Tariq Rahman and all other accused in the case filed under the Murder and Explosives Acts related to the grenade attack incident. Later, on 19th of March, the state filed an appeal against the acquittal of all the accused. However, defense lawyers expect the High Court's division will be upheld by the Appellate Division as well.
পানির অপর নাম জীবন। আমাদের দেশে কৃষিতে, বিশেষ করে ধান চাষে, শিল্প কলকারখানায়, গৃহস্থালী